Nora, the Huga Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my home here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm really excited that you joined me today because I have a fun episode planned, and it's always a goal of mine to create content for you that you can enjoy while you're stitching. So I hope that's what you're doing right now. I hope you have your stitching out and you're ready to have a good time. Like I said, I have a lot planned for you. I'm here today to share some new starts, also how I store my beading for all of my projects. I found a new way that I'm excited to share with you today too. So let's get started. I have my book of days here, 2023. I'm really excited. I don't know if you guys follow Needlework Press on Instagram, but they recently just posted 3 different photographs that could be used for the new cover of Book of Days, and I'm really excited. I'm going to pop in some pictures of the 3 that they had posted so you can see, what viewers have picked to be their #1 choice for the new Book of Days 2023. In my opinion, any 3 would work. They could use one for the next year, one for the year after that, and just keep going. They're all amazing. I look forward to what it's going to be. Really exciting. I collect these now. Book of Days I started last year, kind of midway through the year, and now that's it. I'm gonna keep going with it. I have a lot of fun with tracking my progress, and I keep track of everything that I stitch in here. These books are so fun. I hope that you will join. If you have thought about this, I talk about it every episode, but if you thought about getting one of these, I think November, December is when they come out, and you can reach out to your local needlework shop and get yourself one of these too. I have fun with stickers. I also, write down when I have a new start, what I'm working on. And it's a great way, like when I'm feeling inspired to start something new or to work on it, like what am I going to work on next? I always go to the front page where I've kept track of all of my list of whips. I'm currently at 21 whips. And I look through them and go, what haven't I worked on yet? What's sort of speaking to me? And then I'll go grab it and start working on it. And sometimes when I'm thinking about starting a new project, I'm like, what am I missing from my lineup of whips? Do I need more holiday? Do I need, a different designer? What am I doing? So that's what I use mine for, and I'm collecting them now. I'll keep them after I'm done with, 2023 goes on the shelf with my other one, and I'm just gonna keep going. I think it's a fun way to log your stitching. Whenever you are finish something, you're like, when did I start this one? Was it 2 years ago? Was it 3 years ago? It's kind of fun to look back and see where you are. So here's my September. Basically what I did is I went through my sticker book, and I found 2 pages that had a majority of the stickers, and I added them in, and then, I had to go through my sticker book and find a few more to, some filler. But I love using the big letters for the beginning of September or for the beginning of the month. That's fun too. So let's see, what did I work on? I had a brand new start. So this is a pattern inspired by my girlfriend, Erica, who you all met last video. If you missed this one, I'm going to post a link to it at the bottom here so that you can go find it if you're wanting to watch it. It's a really fun episode that my girlfriend and I filmed together, and she had done a told in the garden, and she showed her finish in the video, and it inspired me. I have a couple of told in the garden patterns, and this is the one I decided to start. It's called the Farmer's Market. Now this is a stitch, I looked at the pattern, it came out in 1986. This is a very, very old chart. And it still speaks, I still love it. It's something that I've had in my collection for a long time, and because it's still summer, there's only a few more days left to go for summer here, but I really wanted to get this started so that next summer I could bring it out and stitch on it some more. It's really beautiful. It's got, bowls of berries. It has quilts that are for sale, and there is, a fresh market. The barn in the background. It's really beautiful. And I had a piece of Lugana that's been in my collection for a while. This is a piece of 32 count new khaki. and I got to start on it, everyone. Yeah, how exciting. So I got the letters in, Farmer's Market, and then I almost completed the first stand where it says fresh, 10 cents. And you can see there's 3 people there. And I think it's like berries and corn and things like that. Really fun. I was hoping to finish the whole stand, but I'm missing a couple of colors. Can you believe that? This always happens to me. I get up a new project and I'm out of a couple of colors. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. I can work around it. And then I get to a point where I'm like, nope, I need it now. I can't move forward. I'm gonna make a mistake. But there was a few more. There's a basket down there and that I think have strawberries in them. Yeah, super fun. What do you think of this new start? I love stitching on Lugana. The fabric is really soft and easy to stitch on. And so I'm really enjoying that. And I love the color. So I had a really big piece of fabric, and what I did is I cut it in half because I have another, it's called Bird in Hand, is another one, Told in a Garden stitch that I want to do. So I have a big enough piece for both of them. So that'll be really fun. The fabrics will match. So there we go. There's my new start. Farmer's Market, Told in the Garden, 1986. Wow, crazy. And I also wanted to mention, you know, about a month ago, I had received some Stitchy kindness. Now this was from Memphis Sarah E. She reached out to me. She watched a video of mine a few months back, and I had mentioned I was looking for some Magnifica beads, and I've had a hard time finding them for my Stitch Rapunzel. And she was so kind. She reached out to me and said, hey, I'm about to go to my local needlework shop. What are the numbers of the Magnifica beads you're looking for? I'll go take a look and see if they have any, because usually every time she goes, they do have a good selection. And so I gave her the numbers that I was looking for, and she found most of them. So here's a beautiful color. It's 10020 Magnifica bead. This is for Rapunzel. Absolutely beautiful color. So Rapunzel requires a lot of beads. There's 2 packages of this color. So I'm so excited about this. And then I had said to her, you know, there's a couple more I'm looking for my reindeer. So she found those ones for me too. How sweet is that? Sarah, amazing, so kind. And she sent me a lovely card. And also she had been working on scissor fobs. Now these are a gift that she was working on for people attending the Nora Corbett retreat that's coming up. And she sent me one, and it was so sweet of her because she knows like how much I wish I could have gone and been with all you ladies who are attending that really fun retreat. And so she sent me this beautiful scissor fob, and I don't know how she knew, but purple is my favorite color. And I absolutely love the sparkle of this. So wow, thank you so much, Sarah. That was really, really sweet. Up next, I wanted to share my update on Treasure Island, stitch along that I've been doing with Owl Forest Embroidery. This is a free design that you can download. It's still ongoing, so all the pieces haven't been released yet. I believe the last one comes out in December. And yeah, at any time you can go and download this for free and kit it up. They have a DMC conversion that you can use if you're interested in doing that. I was really excited about this side of the stitch because it had, you know, this beautiful wheel from the ship, and it has all this water, octopus, and right here, I'm from Kelowna, BC. I grew up there, and in Kelowna, there's the Ogopogo. That's what I'm calling this. This is the Ogopogo. If you're from Kelowna or if you visited there, you know about the Ogopogo. You go downtown and they have a big statue there of the Ogopogo, and it actually looks just like that. It's so awesome. Really fun memories there. I wish I could take my kids to show them, you know, downtown Kelowna and the water and the lake and everything. It's beautiful there. And anyways, back to the stitching. This has been a really, really fun stitch. I have, there's a couple more pieces that have been released that I haven't stitched yet. It's another, you know, shipmate on this side, and to kind of match on this side, we have a compass. and there is like a skull and bone, you know, black, sort of like the, looks like the more of a flag type thing, and some more water creatures. I think there's a shark or something like that, and more waves. So this tells me in the middle, there's a big section, and when it releases, it's like, I think it's release 11 and 12, or 12 and 13 or something like that. So it's a double release, and I think Eric and I are right. I think it's going to be an island. It has to be. It has to be. All this water circling around everything. It's got to be the island. So I'm excited to see when that comes out next month. That's going to be exciting. Having a lot of fun. I use, you know, this beautiful needle minder that came with the kit too. That's really fun. They have great needle minders, and their threads, they're beautiful. They're really fun to stitch with. And this fabric is a 32 count linen called Country Mocha. So that's what I've been using, and I absolutely love the fabric. Really, really fun. Yeah, Treasure Island. That I keep in my Treasure Island bag that I got from my girlfriend Erica, who made this for us. These have been really popular. I think she has one more of these bags left. So if you're interested and you want to get your hands on one, she has one left. And you can reach Erica at Fibers and Floss on Instagram. And you could message her there and ask her if she still has any more of these, or you know, if any other releases that she's doing. But I really love the back pocket. The back pocket is everything. It's so cool that you can keep your pattern stored in the back there, still see all the fabric. Really fun. Really, really great bag. I'm enjoying this. So when the Treasure Island stitch is done, I'm gonna have to find something really cool to put in there. It's a fun stitch. All right, on to the next. I have some more Stitchy kindness that I need to share with you. This is amazing. This is a project bag that was gifted to me by a viewer and a fellow Flosstuber. Her name is Lorena, and she has a company called The Fox's Cottage. There's her tag there. Very, very sweet. Her and her mom started a Flosstube, and I believe they have 3 episodes. They're really fun. I'm gonna link them below so that you can go catch up and learn who they are and meet them. Super fun. Lorena also sent me some stickers. She sells these too. She sells project bags and she sells stickers, and they're really amazing. These are going in my book a days, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing these with me. I absolutely love them. Look at this. That one's going in the December book a days. Oh, and here's a pumpkin one. Cute little mouse. That's adorable. That's adorable. So she sent me this lovely card. Oh, here's another sticker. An acorn. Little acorn house. Is that upside down? There we go. How cute. She sent me this lovely note and a project bag that she makes. So when she picked out the fabric for this, she thought it was it has like a sparkly, iridescent sort of look to it. Hard to get, oh, there we go, a little bit of sparkle. Look at how pretty that is. So this sort of, you know, it reminded her of like fairies and pixies and things like that. And I saw this and thought to myself, yep, I know exactly what's going in this beautiful bag. It is a Mirabilia. I've already picked it out because I'm very close to starting this one. This is the Woodland Fairy, and she's gonna live in this bag. So cute. And I've got the fabric and the floss and all the things ready to go for this stitch. That's gonna be in my Fox's Cottage bag. Thank you so much for this wonderful gift. This was really, really special. When viewers reach out and say, hey, I want to send you something, you know, I'm like flattered by that. That is like, it's not necessary, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. Like, and when you know something's coming in the mail soon, it's really exciting. You like can't wait to rip it open. And that was it for me. I saw, you know, that the parcel had arrived, and I had instantly ripped it open. So exciting to get Stitchy mail. Thank you so much. Oh, look at the cute little fox. Fox's Cottage. Go check it out. Next, I wanted to share with you my recent update on the Nora Corbett design, Bluebell. I felt inspired to stitch on this month. She was calling me. She's getting very close to a finish, and I just couldn't wait any longer. I'm like, you know what? I have to stitch on her. I'm really hoping that I can finish her up before the year is done. That would be amazing. So here I am. I stitched a whole bunch more on her, working on the bluebells up top. And I believe I finished them all except for, there's a little bit more greenery, you know, a little bit of green going up on the stems here to kind of connecting all the flowers together. And there's a bit more that come down here. Oh, it kind of reminds me of an umbrella. It's so adorable. I absolutely love it. There's a few designs that Nora Corbett has done that sort of imitate like that, the flowers over top, and I'm drawn to those ones. They're so beautiful. The stitching on this has been really fun, and you know, her wings are ultra sparkly. I still have some work to do. I have to get the back stitching done. That's in a sparkly Kreinik. That's all through the wings. That's really gonna make the wings pop. And then of course, all the back stitching, you know, there's some beautiful back stitching done on her legs. I absolutely love how Nora Corbett does, you know, all the details with the beading and everything. It kind of reminds me, like when I look at it, I'm like, oh, that is a ballet foot. That is like the strings coming up the legs. I'm like, oh, I love that. That's my favorite part. You know, I wish I could meet Nora Corbett. I'm so jealous of all of you who are going to the retreat, you know, the Queen City Stitch Retreat. I have so many questions, you know. Can somebody ask her, did she ever do ballet? Like, I feel like she did. I don't know. Because her designs, there's bits and pieces that are thrown in there that are so elegant that remind me of ballet. You know, the way she has the toes pointed, and you know, just the way that the arms are in certain designs. I'm like, ah, she gets it. She must have been a dancer, or has, like, you know, looked at a lot of, you know, had some inspiration from photos and things like that. It's got to come from somewhere. So I'm curious. I have so many questions. Nora Corbett is hands down one of my favorite designers, and always will be. You know, I've been branching out and I've been trying new designers, I've been trying new things, and I've been having an absolute blast doing that. But I always come back to my Noras, to my Mirabilias. They bring me the most joy stitching them. Like, it's comfort stitching for me. I can open up the design. It's like I've read so many of the charts that I just understand them. Like, I open them up and I understand the symbols and the colors and where they're gonna go and the movement and everything and how I'm gonna stitch it. I'm just like drawn to them. I can't help it. I can't help it. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I have a love for her designs. And I sort of have a nostalgia around her older designs, because when I first started stitching, you know, really getting into it, and I had finished my Teddy Bear's Picnic. That was my first stitch that took me 10 years. And after that, it was like Mirabilia, Nora Corbett, everyone. And it was right around the year 2005, around there was really when I was buying up all the patterns, and when the releases were coming out, I loved every single one. I wanted them all. I wanted them all. And so that's where my love for Nora Corbett started, and I'm just drawn to the older things. And you'll see I have another new start, and it's an older design too that I'm going to share with you soon. But Bluebell is amazing. I have been working on the Pixie collection. It is called the, this one says Spring Garden Party Collection for Pixie Couture. And so the Pixie Couture collection, this one came out in 2009. And I have been collecting these and stitching them. I wanted to have like a rainbow of pixies. I chose a red one, a blue one, a yellow one, a purple one, you know, all the colors of the rainbow. Tiger Lily, who's my orange pixie. And I was missing one. I was missing the red one. Her name was Poppy. And fantastic news. A viewer had reached out to me and said, I have Poppy in my collection. I'd love to send her to you. And I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely, like to complete my set. So a lovely viewer, Carol Ann, she sent me Poppy. Oh my gosh, how amazing. I've been so blessed this month. Stitchy kindness. It's unbelievable. But Poppy completes my set, and because I'm so close to finishing, like I'm just like, I have to finish this one and get her done and get her completed, get some fabric so that I can stitch Poppy, my last pixie of my set. And how exciting is that? So when Carol Ann's package arrived, I, gave the package a little shake and was like, wait a minute, there's something else in there. There's more than just the pattern. There was this little package also inside there with a cute little sticker. Everything was adorably packaged, and beautiful note and all of the things. And inside also included the beads that go along for Poppy. How sweet is that? Yay! All the colors that I will need to stitch her, as well as the cryonic that I'm gonna need too. So this is amazing, Carol Ann. Thank you so much for this lovely gift. And just the enjoyment of opening up your package was extra special for me. Extra special, beautiful note. Thank you so much. I'm gonna cherish Poppy. I'm gonna stitch her, probably this coming new year, maybe a new year, new start, but very, very soon. I'm gonna get some fabric, probably some 32 count antique white, and get started on this to complete my set. This is gonna be so amazing. Looking back on the years when I was dreaming about stitching this set, Poppy was one of the ones that I was the most excited about because she's got such a different look to her. She's, facing the back. You see the side back wing and the turn with the, with this beautiful red, beautiful tones of color. And I can't believe I just always thought that it would be available. She'd be easy to get. I could get her whenever. And I waited too long, right? I just waited too long. And Poppy is currently out of print now. So I'm sorry to any of those who are like, hoping that they could stitch this one as well. It's not, it's possible that you could still find her. Because I believe there probably would be some stores that have them. You could do a search and, I don't think it's going to be impossible, but oh gosh, she's beautiful. I love this one. Can't wait to start. Look at her cute little hair too. Her little haircut. I want to cut my hair like that. What do you think, everyone? Should I cut my hair short? Oh. Up next, I wanted to share with you my newest addition to my Stitchy collection. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a while. I have quite the collection of beads. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I had, an old way of storing them. I would take the beads and I would cut off the top so that they would fit in my storage container. And I had quite a bit, building up in there. I was working on getting maybe a second container to store them all in. And I had been inspired by Vonna Pfeiffer, who had done a video about how she stores her beads. And basically what she had purchased on Amazon was, they were very much look like Tic Tac containers. And she had a beautiful case that she was keeping them all in, and she transferred everything over into that new system. And I have been spending my time viewing online, trying to find the perfect container to hold those little Tic Tac looking containers that I could put my beads in. And I finally found one that I think I love it. It's great. I found them on Art Dot. Art Dot is a company that has a lot of diamond painting. And this caddy is supposed to be to store you can put beads in them, but also, the diamond dots that you would need for your diamond painting. And when I saw it out, the one thing that I really loved about it was how you can, it came with the labels so that you could label the top of your containers with the number, and also be able to see the colors. A big part of what I was looking for the container was something that I could put on my desk and see, all the beautiful colors of, all the colors of beads. So in here, basically they are little Tic Tac containers. They have a little lid on the top that you can pop open so that you can dump out your beads. And then if you're wanting to fill your beads, you can take the whole lid off, and they come off quite easily, where you just take the whole lid off and you can fill it in. It also came with a little funnel so that you can pour your beads on and don't get them everywhere, sort of thing. So when this first arrived, my daughter and I, we had so much fun going through all of my beads, transferring them into this new set, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know why, it's just a satisfying thing to be able to like label something and put them in a little container, something that's visually really beautiful. And now I know that whenever I have a new project that I need to kit up, I can pull this out and see if I have the color, and if not, I can place an order. It also came in these really cool, I got two sets because I have quite a collection of beads. So in here, I think is 140, something like that. I think they were like, yeah, about 70 each or something that you could fit in each one. And the containers, they slide apart. So you could have two separate ones or side by side. And I wonder, do they stack on top? I think they also stack on top of each other as well. Let me try that. Is that easy to do? Oh, there we go. I got it. See, they even stack like this. Oh, I actually kind of like that better. I'm thinking about where I want to store these. They also have a spot on the back that you can hang on the wall if you wanted to, but I'm thinking more of desktop, that I could store these and be able to see them. So inside here I have, you know, of course I've kept them all together. So here are the Mill Hill seed beads that start, you know, 00020. And then I think this one holds quite a few in here. See? Ah, so fun. Look at all that. So I would suggest that if you get something like this and you're transferring your beads in, how many does it hold in here? So I think this is 4 packets or 3 packets of beads, seed beads that fit in the container. But I would suggest not filling it up too high because I made that mistake. When I was, you know, when you're lifting them up and out of the container, if it's too heavy, the lid might pop off. And that happened to me. Me and my daughter had quite the event with this one. I think this might have been 5 packages that was in here. And I don't know why I had 5 packages of this one color, but I did. And I was like, oh, that'll be satisfying to like fill up the whole container. And it fell on us and we spilled them everywhere. It's really funny. But yeah, I'm thinking 1 package of beads. I thought, well, that's kind of, you know, I feel like I would want to have a couple to like fill it up. Nope, not the case. It's actually the perfect amount. It doesn't feel too heavy, won't be hard to get out of the container. And if you had more than 2, that's fine too. Not a big deal. So some of them are like that. You know, if I have a big project that required a lot of the same color, I can fit them all in there. But it's okay to have, you know, 2 of them that are the same. That's what I would do next time. If I have the choice for more, to add more in here, I would probably split it up, maybe 3 and 3 or something like that. 3 and 2. But yeah, these have been amazing. Those are all the seed beads. I also have a section where I'm keeping all of these are my petites. And I can also, this label here also pops off as well, that you can take it out and you could write on it. I'm thinking I might get a different piece of paper just to kind of get rid of the logo of the art dot. And then I could write like, these are the petites, that sort of thing, this collection. This one I had enough room that I have my size 6, I think it is, the bigger ones. 6 or 8, I can't remember. And then I have my glow-in-the-dark beads. How fun are those? Did you guys know that Mill Hill came out with some glow-in-the-dark beads? I ended up getting all of the colors. So they actually, like, they look different in the daytime. They have sort of a different color to them. Some are yellow, green, blue, pink, and then clear, like a clear or like a white, not white, silver sort of look to them. But when they glow in the dark, they're all the exact same color, which is kind of fun too. So during the daytime, you could get a different look to your design if you wanted to use the green ones or the blue ones, that sort of thing. That's really fun. Really love those. I can't wait to use those, incorporate them into a design that I'm working on. That would be really fun. you know, a Halloween stitch or something. I don't know. And then I have all of my Magnifica beads and have some space so that I can add some more to them. I'm thinking I might need one more set though, because I really do think, you know, as I keep getting more Nora Corbett's, a lot of her designs, they're all different. You know, there are some that you're like, oh, the gold, all the silver, you know, you're gonna reuse those ones. But I find that each design, I always need something. And I would like to get to the point where I could store my treasures in this caddy too. So I might get one more of them now that I know how much I love them and how great they are. This is how I'm doing it from now on. Anytime I get any new beads, I'm gonna add them in here. The only thing I'm scared of, even just showing you right now, is what if I dropped this? Not so much the one container of beads, but what if I dropped all of these? That would be so scary. So I'm very careful with where I put these, and you know, I'm gonna bring them downstairs and put them in my Stitchy spot and have them on a desk, and that's where they're just gonna live there. I'm not gonna bring the containers out anymore. But for the video, I had to show you how the pieces, you know, they slide and they go side by side or on top of each other. If you're interested in getting them, if you have a bead collection at all, and you know, you've been stitching and you're like, what do I do with all of these? I used to keep them in with the project bag or on the ring, and this is so much easier because beading only happens at the end of the project typically, right? And so that whole time of storing it in a project bag, you can kind of like, do I have that color? Do I not have that color? Like if you're trying to kit up other projects, it can be really confusing really quickly. You're searching through different bags or the back of the pattern, like I know I have all of those, you know, it can get really confusing. So storing them all in one spot is awesome. And if you have a bead collection at home that you're wondering how you're gonna store them, I highly recommend getting something like this. And how fun it is. Like I had so much fun putting all the beads in the containers, and now I have this cool little spot where they all go. Like, it's awesome. So go do that. If you have a bead collection at home that you're wanting to like figure out what to do, try this. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. And now every time I get new beads, I'm like, ooh, get my marker out, get my label out, and add them to my collection. It's super, super fun. Yeah. And I'm gonna do that right away with some of the beads that I recently got as gifts. So I wanted to share with you next a caddy that my girlfriend Erica has made. These are Fibers and Floss on Instagram. So she has been creating these caddies, and they're gonna go quickly. She has a few more left. This is an elephant print by Tula Pink. Here, let me show you a little bit better. You know, super, super fun colors. My girlfriend Erica is so talented with, you know, finding fabric that go together, and just how she figures out where things need to go. I'm like, oh, I never would have thought of that combo, you know, and she comes up with the coolest things, and I really, really trust her and how she creates her project bags and her caddies. They're really, really fun. So there's a couple of these ones left of the elephant print if you're interested in getting one. So these are really fun you can use these for stitching when you're on a couch or a chair. You can stick it on the side. You can keep your scissors, your pins, your beads up top, any like threads, loose things, you know, that your scissors, if you're just using them constantly, you don't want to keep them stored away. Or you can use it on your table. Like I tend to have this right in front of me while I stitch, and my scissors are close by and all my tools are there. And when I'm working on a different project, I'll bring out the things I need for that one and put it in here. And then when you're taking a little break, you can fold it up and store it away. It's got a little Velcro thing to hold it shut. Really, really awesome. So if you're interested in getting one of those, I recommend you go find Erica on Instagram at Fibers and Floss and message her and see what she has. Also, she told me that there is some new things she's working on. It is, I'll insert a little sneak peek so you can see the picture that she sent me, that she's releasing on October 1st. This is her witchy release. It's a tulip pink nightshade deja vu fabric. It also has an iridescent vinyl on the project bags, and those will be launching on October 1st if you're interested. I think they're amazing. Like I said, everything she makes, I'm like, I want one too, Erica. Make me one. I'm gonna want one of those. Super, super fun. So I'll link everything below if you're interested in getting one of these caddies or one of her project bags, so you can go find her. Erica and I did a video together last month, and since the video, so many comments have been coming through about how much fun it was to see the two of our friendships. We've been friends for, gosh, like 30 years. How many years? It's been so long. We met each other when we were 14, 15 years old and became best friends all through high school, and our friendship carried on into our adulthood. You know, we both have children that are the same age. We have this love for stitching. Yeah, and we get together once a year and we stitch. And our kids, you know, we have vacation together, our husbands fish, and our kids do the beach and all these fun activities. And for the two of us to be in the same place at the same time, to be able to film together, was really special. Thank you to everybody who watched that video and for leaving your really beautiful, nice comments. I know Erica and her daughter Ava read them all and had commented back on quite a few of them and how that made them feel. That was really, really beautiful. Thank you so much. There were a lot of comments of people saying like, Erica, you should start your own Flosstube, you're a natural. And she is. Erica has beautiful collection of stitching. Like, you saw a little bit of what she's been able to do. She has many more projects that she could share, and I'm encouraging her. You know, we've had a few conversations like, maybe I should start a Flosstube. I'm like, Erica, you should totally do it. And you know, maybe she will. Maybe she'll have some time for that. Now she's been busy with making project bags, but I think, you know, maybe in some time she might take the plunge and do that. So thank you so much for all the encouragement from all of you. That was really, really wonderful. And yeah, I have another project that I wanted to share with you, another brand new start. This is my Shakespeare's Fairies by Mirabilia. You've heard me talk about this for months. I've had this in my collection for a while, and I've been finally, you know, it took me a long time to figure out what fabric I was going to stitch them on, and I finally found beautiful fabric that I purchased. It is called Nocturne by Picture This Plus, 32 count. And here is my start. Yes. So I started right in the middle of the design, and to my surprise, I was like, wow, I get to start right on one of those lanterns. That's amazing. Because I really, when I picked this fabric, I wanted it to have, like, sort of resemble a little bit of nighttime. To me, this is like, the lanterns and the colors sort of remind me of Halloween a little bit, you know, with the fairy wings and the glowing of those lanterns sort of remind me of trick-or-treating a little bit. And I wanted it to sort of resemble the nighttime and those orange colors to really just pop. And it does. And you know, even some of the colors here, I was able to do some of the dress and a little bit of the wing and a little bit of this dress. And the colors, you know, I was a little worried that maybe they were a bit too similar. Similar? Am I even saying that right? Similar. I can't do it. Hey, you know what I'm trying to say. And I was worried that they would, you know, hide in the fabric and they wouldn't pop. But so far, so good. I think once I get more of the design in there, you're really gonna see that I think it's gonna be amazing. I think this is gonna be one of my favorite stitches. You know, the fact that there's 3 fairies in this one, oh, that's gonna be so fun. So many beautiful beads, so many beautiful lanterns and treasures that are in there too. their hair, the wings. There's going to be a lot of fun stitching in this, but also a lot of block stitching, which I love. Whenever that happens, whenever there is like these chunks of color, they're so fun. I can just like, away I go. Look at me go. And I have to say, I was a little nervous about Picture This Plus, the 32 count, you know, what's that gonna feel like? What's that's gonna stitch like for a Nora Corbett? And, you know, as I'm going through it, I do see a little bit like, with the lighter colors, I can see a little bit of the fabric underneath the stitching, a little bit. Not a lot though. I think once we get more of the design in there, it's not gonna matter. But you can see almost a little tiny bit in here. There's a little bit of like darkness behind the stitching that you can see. But maybe that's my stitching, I don't know. I stitch in hand, and I've always stitched on linen for Mirabilia and on a witch hilt fabric, and this is just feels different. Maybe it's just like my stitching, the tension that I'm using, or how I'm holding my needle, or I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but I feel like as I get going on this, I'll get the groove and it'll improve, I think. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be amazing. And I think over the fall, I'm gonna pick up this again. Like, I'm not gonna put this away yet. I just started the other day, and I'm gonna work a little bit more on this. So I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna work more on this girl here, the last one. That's where I'm gonna lead towards going, I think. And then I'll do the second one, and then I'll do the first one. I think that's what is gonna happen. I have one last thing I'd like to share with you. I had a viewer reach out to me when I was celebrating my 2-year anniversary doing Flosstube. A lovely viewer named Beth had reached out to me and said, I have a chart that I really want to send to you to help you celebrate, and it is Mirabilia Butterfly Fairies. This was a pattern that was released in 1993, I believe. This was an early chart. I can't believe Beth did this. This is a design that I had on my radar, but didn't think it was ever going to be possible that I would get my hands on one. And I mean, I have a love for butterflies and fairies. And what I didn't realize about this design is that the butterfly fairy is actually holding a wand. If you've been watching my channel, you know how much I love every single design that has a wand element to it. I'm like, that's it. I have to stitch that one, or I have to get that one. It's in my collection to stitch one day. And I had no idea that was in there until I actually had the design in my hand. I guess I was drawn to more of the butterfly and her wings and the beautiful dress and the color and all the things. I didn't realize that there's a wand in there. Made me love it even more. This was a pattern that was out of print, and then it was released again in 2018, I think it was. Is this, yeah, 2018. It came out again for the 25-year anniversary. There was a few patterns that they re-released, and this was one of them. And when it came out, everybody bought them, and now they're back again, out of print, really hard to get your hands on. So this is so exciting. I can't believe that I have this in my collection. I'm gonna need to purchase some fabric to stitch this on and get a start on. She has maybe 4 beads. I think I probably have those. I can check in my box here, but I'm pretty sure I have all the beads that I would need for this. I just need the DMC to kit this up and some fabric. This is absolutely gonna be a stitch I'm gonna start next year. Awesome. Thank you, Beth. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. This is such a special gift. I'm gonna cherish this. She also sent me some designs that she had in her collection that she thought I might like. And she asked me if I was open to receiving a few extra charts that, you know, maybe weren't my style, maybe were. And I'm really excited about this, because sometimes when somebody gives you something of a stitch that they were thinking of you, or, you know, a designer that maybe you hadn't done before, it's really fun. This is Rosewood Manor. And I have been eyeing Rosewood Manor for a while and finding a stitch that I would like to do. This one's called Buckleberry Sampler. This is awesome. I absolutely love it. This is so cool. I love the colors. And going through the booklet, it's been really easy to read the pattern, read the design, but they also surprise you with a few other things. Like there'll be like a needle book in there as well, and they'll have like an alphabet so that you can stitch, you know, certain letters in the design that maybe means something to you, initial or a family member. It also has a welcome on the back. How cute is that? I love it. I love the colors of this, and I absolutely want to stitch this. Buckleberry Sampler. Yay. Thank you so much, Beth. This is awesome. Also, this is another one. I've seen this one stitched online, like on Instagram. This is a popular chart. It's called Inspiration by Rosewood Manor. Look at all the stitching in there. Oh, this is no easy task. I feel like this would be an easy stitch, but just a lot of stitching. What do you think? There's flower baskets and flowers all the way around. And the border doesn't look too hard. Like it actually looks very simple. But then there's also another border on the inside too. And then this beautiful like houses in the middle and more bouquets of flowers. This is really pretty. I'm so excited to add this to my collection and add this to a one-day stitch. Also, she had gifted me a Hands Across the Sea sampler, which I've only ever stitched one, and I'm just getting started on it really. It's Jane Hopkins 1875, and I love their charts. I have been looking at them many times, and this one is so cute. It's an English schoolgirl sampler called Mary Clayton by Hands Across the Sea. I love it. I love it. I love the simplicity of this design. You know, the borders, not too complicated. The flowers, just the right amount in here. And then the house in the center. I love this. I absolutely want to stitch this too. How'd you know? How'd you know I'd want to stitch these? You know, I don't show a lot of samplers in my videos, but I'm working on building up my sampler collection, and you know, I want to add more of this to my lineup. So this is really, really exciting. I love Stitchy Kindness. This has been so amazing. I literally have been so blessed this month with so many beautiful gifts from all of you. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you to all of my viewers who have been watching my channel for the past 2 years, who've been there from the beginning. I really appreciate all of you and all of your comments. And when you hit the like button and when you subscribe to my channel, it helps keep me visible to others. You know, you love the video, you know, if you're enjoying it, others will probably enjoy it as well. So when you hit the like button, it helps me be more visible, and it also helps to keep me encouraged to keep filming, to keep going. And you know, it brings me a lot of joy doing these videos for you, but they're also like a vlog for me as well. Like you know, to keep track of my stitching and where I've been doing, and sometimes I go back and I watch a few episodes here and there to be like, oh yeah, I said I was gonna do this and now I never did that, you know. And so I go back and try to complete the things that I said I was going to do and things like that. So they're for me as well, but also they're for you. So please like, please share if you enjoyed this video today. And if you missed the video from last month with Erica, please go watch it. It's so good. It's my most proud video I've ever filmed, and it was extra special to introduce my friend Erica to all of you. So if you missed it, go back and go watch that one. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a longer one, so if you're into the long videos where you're just in the groove and you're stitching, like that's the perfect video to watch while you're stitching. So I hope you enjoy. I'll see you again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.